So I'm going to do a beauty tag, and this is called the 40 questions beauty tag, but a couple of them are really not all that relevant, so I'm just going to skip through it. So I don't really know exactly how many questions this tag is, but it's a beauty tag, so I'll make sure that that's, known at the beginning. So if you're not interested, don't keep watching. Okay, so the first part is about skincare, and it asks, how many times do you wash your face daily? And I would say probably 2 times a day, usually when I get home in the morning from work, and then at night, either before I leave for work or before I go to bed. What skin type do you have? Dry, oily, or combo? I have combo skin, and that's changed a lot. So that's changed a lot from even just when I had my son. So, it used to be really dry, and then when I was pregnant with him, it got really oily, and now it's just kind of in between. What is your current facial wash? I am between facial washes right now. Right now I'm just using like a face soap, and I don't even remember what the brand is for that, but I really like the drying ones, kind of like the acne wash ones, but I'm between one right now. So do you exfoliate? I do. Let's see, what moisturizer do you use? So I have it right here, and it's actually the Target brand, so it's the Up and Up. It's just the Sensitive Skin Facial Moisturizer, and it's oil free. So that kind of covers all the bases. I tend to get really red or pink around my cheek area, and then some on my chin too. It's not necessarily a breakout, but it's more of like a rosacea-y kind of a thing. So I tend to do the sensitive skin, anything that I use, whether it's body wash, lotions, facial, anything. So anyway, but I really like that. Do you have freckles? I do, and they're everywhere, and they're multiplying. They are on my face, they're on my neck, they're on my arms. I have one between my fingers, like everywhere. Do you use eye cream? No, but I should, because I have lines everywhere. Do you or did you have acne-prone skin? I didn't used to. When I was in high school, I would break out once or twice, just every once in a while. It wasn't really a huge big deal. But for the most part, I had really great skin because it was drier skin, so it wasn't oily like acne oily, Now, however, I feel like I'm a teenager sometimes. I have really acne-prone skin. I've never had it bad enough where I really had to, where I felt self-conscious about it necessarily. I mean, occasionally I'll get one like up here that's just, it drives me nuts because it's just in a really weird position, but it's never been that big of a deal. And did you ever use Proactive? Yes, I did, and honestly I loved it. I used Proactive in high school when I would break out occasionally, and it would get rid of it like that, like no big deal. Once I got older and realized exactly how much it was, and all that, and stopped kind of having that issue, I stopped using it, and I just use a cold cream now. But I should go back to Proactive because it worked really well. Okay, now for the makeup questions. What foundation do you use? Currently I'm using the CoverGirl Clean Oil Control whatever one, the CoverGirl one, and it's in Classic Ivory, which is the lightest shade they make. That's kind of how it is with all of my makeup, is that it's the lightest shade that they possibly make. So I'm not really, I like CoverGirl's foundations. I'm not really stuck on one specific brand though, so I'll flip back and forth to whatever is there. I never really spend too much money on my makeup though, and that's kind of my downside. The downside to all of this is that I really don't spend a whole lot on makeup, and I should, because I think I would be a lot happier with the performance of it. But for a drugstore brand, I think CoverGirl is a great foundation. How about concealer? Okay, so if you've seen the video that I made before, it was a part of a vlog, so you may not have seen it. It was because it was a part of one of my daily vlogs, but I use e.l.f. The name is now wearing off, but it's one of their really inexpensive concealers, and it's in, again, the lightest shade that they can possibly make. It's it smells weird and it covers okay, but I don't know. I'm just kind of now using it to use it up. But it's an apricot beige, so very, very light. Okay, what do you think of fake eyelashes? I tried them once, I forget why, and I think I may have put them on incorrectly, or I may have purchased the wrong kind, because they were incredibly uncomfortable, and I don't know. I don't really think I necessarily need them, so I don't wear them much. I understand for people who have no eyelashes, you know, they're just really fine, or whatever, that's fine. But I feel like it is kind of an extra step that I don't have the money or time to invest in. But I think they're pretty on other people. I think if you can do it right, I think they're beautiful. Okay. Oh, okay, so here's not really a question, but did you know that you're supposed to change your mascara every 3 months? I had heard that, and I'm not the best at it, but usually by 3 months I'm almost out of my mascara, so it happens anyway. Which brings me to the question, what brand of mascara do you use? And I use Lash Blast Fusion, the water resistant guy by CoverGirl. And I really like it because, I don't know, it just seems to be a really nice, like it's a good brush, and it's just a good, I don't know, I just like it. What color is it? It's black brown, and it's pretty true to the color. I know sometimes you can get those and they're really dark, but this one really isn't that bad. Okay, Sephora or MAC? Sephora, definitely. But I haven't been to Sephora in a really long time. Usually I get a little overwhelmed when I go in there. So unless I have a reason to go in, unless, you know, I have like one item that I need, I tend not to go there. Okay, what makeup tools do you use in makeup application? So I have 2 of them with me right now, and I need to wash my brushes because they're looking really gross. But so what I'll do is I'll put on my foundation with my Origins foundation brush, and this is the one that I really need to clean. It's just gross. And then I'll use a sponge, just like a triangular sponge. And then for my powder, my top powder, I have my Sonia Kashuk little buffer guy. So I'm really kind of, I don't know, I'm low-key when it comes to putting makeup on. I don't wear eyeshadow much at all, so if I do, I'll just have a little tiny brush, you know, just like an eyeliner or a eyeshadow applicator, but I don't do that much. Okay, so what is your favorite eyeshadow? I'd have to say I had a palette from Origins a million years ago, and I really liked them. I don't even know if they do that anymore, though. So, like I said, I don't ever wear eyeshadow. My eyes are rather close together. I mean, not oddly so, but just on my face, they're set closer together. And they're set back a little farther. So when I put eyeshadow on, it either looks like I'm really tired or somebody punched me in the face. And so I just don't do it much. Okay. How often do you poke your eyes with an eyeliner pencil? Every single freaking day. Yep. It's worse when I'm in a hurry. What is your favorite lipstick? Okay, so what I'm wearing right now is the NYC City Proof Twistable Crayon, and it's in Roosevelt Island Red. And so this is what it looks like. And it is beautiful. I like it. It's like a lip chubby, so it's like a creamy lipstick. It does come off rather quickly because it is rather inexpensive. So I've seen, though, the, I forget her line, Drew Barrymore did one. Anyway, it's Flower or something. I forget. But I definitely want to try hers next because I've heard that hers are really great and they stay on for a really long time. So I just need to find them now. I think they're at Walmart, which is really awkward. I never shop at Walmart, but I might shop there for that. Do you use a pencil or liquid eyeliner? And I use either one. So if for regular, everyday, whatever, I use just a really cheap Wet n Wild Mega Last eyeliner. And this one is dark brown. And I just got that at Walgreens, I think. And then for days when I want them to stand out, if I'm not doing as much makeup or whatever, I'll use the Maybelline Ultra Liner Waterproof in probably the same, probably like a black brown. So, and that's really inexpensive too. Okay, and I don't wear lip gloss much, so the next question was, what's your favorite lip gloss? I really don't have one, because I have long hair and it gets stuck on my face as soon as I put lip gloss on. What's your favorite blush to use? I don't use blush because, like I said, I do have regularly reddish, pinkish cheeks, so it kind of looks like I've just run a marathon if I wear blush. Do you buy your makeup on eBay? I do not. That would be incredibly awkward, I think. I don't know. Maybe I should. I don't know. I hadn't thought about it. Do you like drugstore makeup? Well, like and use are two very different things. I actually don't mind it. If I can find a grouping of makeup that I like, if I like, for instance, CoverGirl, Maybelline, something like that, I will try to just stay within that company, just because if I know it works, why waste money on something that you don't think will work? But it is kind of fun to experiment with other other types of makeup with drugstore makeup because it's really cheap, so that's kind of interesting. Okay. Did you ever consider taking makeup classes? I don't know about a class, but I think I could probably do with going to a what are those called? Like a counter at like a Macy's or a department store or something, and kind of figuring out how I need to do my makeup, because I'm so stuck in a rut. It's not even funny. I kind of do the same thing every day and hope it works, and so far it's been fine. Are you clumsy in putting on makeup? Not anymore. I think the only thing I really don't have a handle on 100% is my liquid eyeliner, and most of the time it's because I'm in a hurry, kind of like everything else. So because I have a toddler, I have about a 5-minute window of time where I can put my makeup on, which is why I don't generally use liquid eyeliner, but if I do, usually there is a lot of touching up I have to do. Name a makeup crime that you hate. I would have to say people who put way too much on. It's either caked on so you can't see the person's original skin tone, or if they have too much eyeshadow on, or eyeliner. I mean, there's a very fine line between classy and way over the top, and I think a lot of people don't quite understand that yet. Of course, I have no room to talk. I'm probably doing 50 things wrong with what I'm doing with my makeup, so I really don't have much room to talk. But that's kind of the thing that gets me, is just like, wow, you put a lot of makeup on. Do you like colorful shades of makeup or neutral tones? So on my face, not including my lips, the rest of my face, I do like more neutral. As you could probably see with my brown, black, and tan and whatever. And when it comes to lips, though, I really like experimenting with different shades of reds. My skin tone doesn't really allow for a nude shade of lipstick. I've tried those before, and it just kind of all blends together, and it just doesn't look like anything. So I really like that that brighter shades are more in style now for lip colors. But okay. If you could leave the house using just one makeup item, what would you use? Funny you should ask this, because I usually do only leave the house with one makeup item on, and usually it's mascara. For some reason, it just makes me feel more awake, and if I just put foundation on and not the rest of my face, I feel like it's really incomplete. I feel very washed out. If I just put on eyeliner, I feel like I need to put mascara on to kind of complete it. If I put just lipstick on, usually, like I said, it's not a neutral tone, so it just they kind of stand out, and I feel like that's a little off too. So it would be mascara. Could you ever leave the house without any makeup on? Yes, and I do on a regular basis, and I videotape myself. I vlog most of the time without makeup on, and I need to change that, because then you look back and go, oh, yikes, yeah. Do you think you look good without any makeup on? There are days when I don't think I look terrible without makeup on, but most of the time, if I don't have makeup on, it's out of necessity, not out of desire to not wear makeup. So even if it's just a tinted moisturizer, I will just throw that on and go. But usually I try to put something on to just make it look a little more even toned. In your opinion, what is the best makeup line? Okay, so I'm probably not the best person to ask this question to, just because I use drugstore stuff. But I really like Rimmel, and I really like CoverGirl, and that's pretty much it as far as the drugstore brands go. Now, as far as like higher up brands go, I really like trying to think. Well, really anything from Sephora. I don't know. But from what I use, CoverGirl or Rimmel are my two favorites. Okay, and then the next one was, do you wear perfume and what kind of perfume do you use? I do, and for work, I tend not to wear perfume as much just because, you know, allergies and whatever, everybody else I work with. But if I am going somewhere where I'm able to use perfume, I use Marc Jacobs Eau Lola. Originally, I am a sucker for a bottle, so I got it because I really liked the packaging, but I really like the scent as well. It's really floral, as you can probably tell by the gigantic flower everywhere. Hello. But yeah, it's just really floral. It's very springy, but it also works, I don't know, it also kind of works in the winter too. It has warmer tones to it, which is kind of nice. And the packaging is just really, really cute. So I don't know. I like it. But if I'm not doing that, if I'm just staying around the house, or if I'm going out where I know I'm going to be around a lot of people, because I hate walking behind or around somebody who's doused themselves in perfume. So I tend not to try to be that person when I'm out and about. I received this for some holiday. I think it was Easter this past year. And it's Carried Away. And it's one of Bath & Body Works signature scents. And it's just a body lotion. But it's like a triple moisture one. And the closest thing I can think of that it would smell like is their Sweet Pea. I don't know if you guys have ever smelled their Sweet Pea from Bath & Body Works, but it is floral as well. Normally, I don't go for a floral smell. My absolute favorite smell is Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue, and it has kind of a muskier smell to it, so it's not as floral. I mean, it has more citrus than anything, and I really like that a lot. So it seems like, though, any perfume that I really like, with the exception of Light Blue, they discontinue. So I kind of just flipped from one to the other. And I guess that kind of does go back to the makeup at eBay thing. One time I did order a Victoria's Secret scent called So in Love, which is so good too. Oh my gosh. And I was so sad that they stopped making it. But I ordered that on Amazon. But it was new and packaged, you know, like sealed packaged. So yeah, it wasn't a used perfume. I don't know. Anyway, so I guess the moral of that is I don't usually go for floral stuff. I don't usually go for vanillas and things like that. But for some reason, it seems like this summer I have been drawn to more floral things. So who knows why. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this tag. I tag all of you girls and guys and whoever you want to do it. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. See ya.